To all my young cleaning business entrepreneurs, this is the fly on the wall perspective with one of my coaching clients where we go over standing out in your market, we go over dealing with rejection, pricing psychology, and stay to the end of the video too because I go over some of my most important keys to success. So with that being said, let's get into the video. What's been like a big win or what's been the biggest challenge over this past week?
So I think the biggest challenge. So I actually cleaned two of my friends' bathrooms, but
Okay.
it's kind of looking like maybe residential might be what I have to start off with because I
Yeah.
don't know. I may be doing something wrong, but no one like commercial wise, no one's letting me even clean for free.
Yeah.
So they always tell me they either got someone or they don't need it.
I
So
understand.
it's always one of those two.
I understand.
Um,
So, first of all, congratulations, man. You getting out there and just starting with, your friends and family. That's where I started too.
yeah,
You got to start showing people that that, would allow you to just get access to their place to do it. And then you do a good job for them and the word is spread, where they might want you to come over and over and do it again for us. And hey, next time, because you actually playing this as well. And if you're okay with that, then yeah, I would say residential is totally fine to start with for sure. That's
yeah.
how I started.
I didn't really want to touch residential, but you got to do what you got to do. So
Right,
it's if
right.
that's what's gonna take to get this thing started, then that's what it's gonna
Yeah,
take. So
yeah.
uh,
Plus, here's another thing too about that is when you finally get an opportunity to clean, I mean, that right there, you looking at it as, all right, my experience officially starts right now. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like the experience meter has just started. So, hey man, that's how you do it. And then when I think about it, some residential could be really bad, and it'll also show you too, like, all right, that'll motivate you even more to go find some good commercial.
mhm,
You know, not saying that commercial is just easy, but it's more just maintenance.
yeah,
Sometimes them residential, if they got if they hadn't had this bathroom cleaned in 7 months or whatever, it could be really, really bad. And then you could get to a point too where if you wanted to, like one of my mentors, he actually still does residential as well. He got several commercial and he do residential too, to where he put them on contracts where he go in there, he'll clean it for them every
for the
3 days. Yeah,
residential.
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, you can do residential contracts as well, where
Yeah.
you know every time, well, every Tuesday morning or every Thursday, come clean their house or their bathroom or whatever, and that works out as well, and that'll keep it from being so bad, from being
Mhm.
getting too built up. So you can start there as well. Um, on the residential side, you might not be able to charge
As
like you
much.
can charge for
Yeah,
commercial, but at the same time, it's still getting some steady income coming in.
yeah,
Plus, a lot of those too, you know, just for the record, you can just get paid cash if they're cool with you, you know.
yeah.
Uh,
That's hopefully what.
yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah, because I mean that's how I started too. You're trying to build up, the business to purchase other things for the business, purchase supplies and stuff like that. If people gonna would be okay with just paying you cash, hey, just there you go. But yeah, man, congratulations on that, man. That's what's
thanks,
up.
man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So how'd you do? Did you do a good job for him?
Well, I think so. Yeah, I mean,
Good,
I was
good.
watching a lot of videos before, and then my parents showed me because I told you they worked
Yeah,
for it was for Service Master,
yeah,
and so they would show me how they would clean. So and then I practiced here in our own bathroom.
yeah,
So
man.
I think I did a pretty good job. They told me I did a pretty good job. So
Good, man. Good, man. Good.
yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's up. It has officially started, man. So,
I was pretty. It felt pretty good because like last week I just wanted to get like started.
yeah,
Just feel like I'm actually doing something.
yeah, yeah. So you did them for free?
Yeah, yeah. I
Good,
took
man.
some, I took some pictures, and
Good.
I think they left me reviews. I think, but they're not like they're not like showing up, or I don't know, but the pictures I got for sure.
Yeah, good. Okay, that's great. Because here's one thing too. You understand reciprocity and giving goodwill. You know what I mean? You put good out there, you'll get good back. So
Yeah,
that's good too. You starting out like that. And here's another thing too. You keep on doing that once you start building this Google page up. I sent you the how to request a review from people that you've done work for. I sent you that as well. But take a look at that, and then you'll just be able to say, "Hey, I got my review. You know, I got my Google up. Would you mind giving me a review?" And it could be for the people that you did free work for. You know,
yeah,
and you get 5 or 6 or 10 of those. Hey, man, it doesn't take a whole lot for your Google to look like something. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Because right now the what I've noticed is the Service Master. That's my biggest competitor right now,
Yeah,
because there's Service Master, then there's another one. But she only does residential, so
yeah,
Service Master only has 13 reviews, so I just
yep,
gotta get more than that, and I think I'll be
yep.
on the right path.
That's what I'm talking about, man. For real. And the thing about it too is, I mean, man, people just want to see if this company is competent. Like, can they do a good job? And you see that, 7 to 10 times. Hey, it's good. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So great, man. Good job, bro. Keep doing that.
Thanks, man.
Keep doing that. That's what's up. Because it's going, like I told you, it's gonna keep trickling upward. You know, keep going up. So, um, and then okay, I want to move on to the biggest challenges now as far as with finding other people to clean, you're just saying it's more so just commercial people telling you, no, I don't need anybody to clean, or I got companies already.
Yeah, it's usually we already have, like, it's usually like in-house,
Yeah,
or if they say they don't, they like already have someone to clean. I'm guessing it's in-house, but I did like the churches, they all told me it's in-house. There was one church, they told me it's actually the church I go to.
yeah,
And I think it's just because they know me, but they told me to go ahead and call back. And so that's the only one though. Like
good.
all the other ones, they told me that everything is volunteer work or in-house.
Yeah, yeah, that's understandable, and that happens too. So whenever, well, I guess if you're doing it on the phone, it's a little bit more difficult for you to just, hey, hand them, your information, and then you take their card or email address or something like that too, so you can follow up in the future. That's how I like to do it whenever I go door to door. I want to make sure that if I'm going to, come here, it's not going to be just a wasted trip. I want to first of all give them my information so they can at least just have it. They might throw it away, but at least they have my stuff to where if something happens in the next couple of weeks or so, I'm fresh on their mind. I'm top of mind. That's one. And then two, you take their card so that you can follow up later. But whenever you have an encounter like that where they ask you to follow up with us, make sure you follow up. Stand on that. And so whether that's email or call or both, really, same time 2 weeks from now, call them, email them, even show up. Say, hey, I know you guys said that y'all might be interested in possibly get another quote or whatever they might have said to you,
Mm,
and just continue the conversation, see where that goes.
okay.
Because yeah, man, that church niche, man, like I was saying, oh man, it's
Yeah,
great.
I do kind of want to get into that too.
Yeah, for real, it's great. Because the thing is too, those are probably the most flexible schedule places to clean. You can literally clean it just about any time of the day.
Mm.
Of course, besides Sunday and Wednesday.
Yeah,
Well, any time of the day, Wednesday morning or to the afternoon, and then if you were to do it, if because a lot of them already have schedules that they like, it'll be like a Friday or a Saturday. Just make sure you get done before Sunday morning.
okay.
So those are great.
Yeah,
So yeah,
hopefully there's a few here in
yeah,
town. So
yeah. You know what? So that being said, what you could do too, once you continue to build up your reviews, your Google, your photos, you could start getting you somewhat of a gallery, set up to where uh, now it's starting to look like something legit. And then you could craft your marketing to fit this particular building. So
Mm,
when you go out to market to churches, structure your marketing material or your flyers or whatever. You could do like maybe, I don't know, 50 of them. Make it specific for this type of customer or client. Go in there and give them that information. And I like going in person too, because it's
mm.
different when you can, be face to face with somebody, let them know, they feel you genuine, and boom, and they can lead to something. But anyway, yeah, continue to work on that niche too, because I think that'll be good for you to get started.
Thanks,
But
man. I'm really glad you said that about the customizing the marketing because I was watching a video and that guy was talking about like you have to stand out like like people go door to door, people cold call, but you've got to figure out a way to stand out.
yeah,
And I actually went to this it's a physician clinic,
yeah,
and so they have so that's another because there's like actually now like looking back at it, it was actually kind of a pretty good week. Like even though like everybody said no, like so I went to this clinic, right? And
hmm,
their place, it's so like beautifully decorated. There's so many things like they just put up like Christmas things, and then they
yeah.
also do they hold like contests where their employees actually decorate the doors and then they post them on Facebook, and
Oh,
then
nice.
the people vote like who what's your favorite door. So I got the idea of making like a holiday card, and I actually decorated like one of the doors, but
Yeah,
instead I wasn't really like selling anything, so I was just like introducing myself, and then I was letting them know, like, wow, I love what you guys are doing, with the community. You guys are building your own
yeah.
little community, and they actually called me back, and
Good, man.
they told me that they have someone cleaning for them.
Yeah,
That if anything, that I would be the first one they would call.
love it.
So I don't know. I'm gonna take that as a win because uh,
Yeah, that's a win, man. That's a
and like
win.
I was pumped, man.
That's good.
I was so happy, but
See that right there, man. You know, yeah, find your way to stand out.
mhm.
It's just a matter of thinking.
Yeah.
What do these people, if I were working at this place and somebody came in, what would make them stand out, more than the next person,
Mhm.
you know? And that's how you got to kind of think about it. I've crafted a lot of my marketing strictly towards those type of buildings too, commercial offices, clinics, medical facilities. That's what I
Mhm.
like now. That's like my niche. Now in Arkansas, I have everything on my Facebook and on my Google. I got some of everything. Man, from residential stuff to daycares to churches, clinics, offices, and that's you know I'm not going to try to downplay that and make it seem like it's not a big deal, but or it's not a good thing to have. It's good to have a diverse, but whenever you're going toward this specific person or this
Yeah.
specific, market, yeah, make that look strictly for
Like
them. Like,
just for them.
yeah, we specialize in what you guys got going on. And then you can have your website maybe a little bit more diverse, maybe, but I think whenever you targeting somebody specific, yeah, let me make this is for you. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So good job, man. Good
Thanks,
job.
man.
That's another win. I didn't expect that. That's what's up.
No, I didn't either. I mean, it just came like
Yeah.
it was because of that video I was watching because it said that like you got to do something different,
Yeah.
and well, they do like you should really see how they decorate it. It's like they go all out. Like it's actually pretty cool. So it's a clinic full of creative people. So you had to get creative too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's what's up. Love it, man. I love it. I would follow up with them, whenever you feel it's best. I would probably go anywhere from, I don't know, maybe a month from now. And
a month.
then, and just stay top of mind. That's the main objective. Stay top of mind. Make sure they remember you. 'Cause I think on the warm follow up manual that I sent you, it's the objective is to not be forgotten.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be forgotten, especially if they showed you some interest. You want to make sure they remember you, over time. And
Right.
so, and it's not always easy, man. Following up with people and trying to remember this and that. That's why it's good. I don't use a CRM as best as I probably should. But you ever heard of a CRM, a
Yeah.
customer relations management system or software?
Yeah.
I think there's this free one called HubSpot. You can start using that too. You can start putting all these contacts and leads that you get. You can start putting them into that HubSpot app, and it'll send you reminders. It'll send you updates and things like that. And you could prompt it to let you know when to follow up with these certain people. You
Oh,
know, or you could get on your good old iPhone. Hey Siri, remind me to
yeah.
call such and such. I do that all the time, and it'll pop it up, and then using your calendar as well, put it on your calendar. Call this person, call this clinic, call this church. So anyway, yeah, stay on top of that, man, because that's gonna be good. And here's
Yeah.
the thing too. What'll happen is you'll start to get more and more busy, and you will start just doing stuff. And so you got your Google and your Facebook or whatever, your marketing, your website, it's starting to compound because you out here doing work, and that's just making your brand and your company look more and more legit to these other companies that are out there that you've been pursuing. And over time it's one of those things that just keeps going. It just keeps going up. You still working and you still marketing, still working, still marketing, still working, and it just keeps going just like that.
Yeah.
And then somebody who's been on the ropes for 3 months, now they finally on, and now you got a new person that's on the ropes, and now they on, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, man, keep doing that, man. Good job, bro.
Thanks, man.
Good job.
I feel like they're getting lazy. Like I don't want to like start talking, bad about them, but like they're the ones. I mean, they own this town,
Yeah.
So I mean, I just think this town needs a little
Yeah.
bit
Hey,
creative touch.
hey, man. You know what? I'll tell you something about that too, man. Out here, there's some big dogs out here in Florida, right? And I'm starting to figure out who some of them are. And because people talk, and you see people at the
Yeah.
janitorial supply store, and you'll know who does this and who does that. And then the people that work there, they'll talk and tell you stuff too. And yeah, man, a lot of them out here, they do a lot of that subcontracting stuff where some of the subcontractors are not high quality,
Yeah.
and it makes their brand
Look
look
bad.
kind of bad. And it's people like us, the quote unquote little fish in the big pond.
Mhm.
When we come in hungry, ready to provide some high quality service, we got that attitude for you know service and being building out here. That right there, man, that gives us that competitive edge. And a lot of these companies are starting to catch on, and they understand. Oh, I want to go with the quote unquote the little guy, the underdog or whatever, because I know they're gonna give me that fire service. And that's why we got to stay on top of our game too.
Yeah.
Because we start getting bigger and bigger, and we got to make sure we putting the right people in these buildings too. That's one thing I'm going through right now, and you'll get there. I know it. You'll get there because you at 22, man. I'm telling you, 5 years from now, you know,
Uh,
Lord willing, bro. What? I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna
yeah.
be good.
Thanks, man.
Anyway,
I'm excited. I mean, even just
yes,
like I know that wasn't like a client, but like that just got me so excited, and like
yeah,
it gave me that little like more that like push that I think I really needed after all those like no's, and like so
right,
yeah.
right. I used to hear about these people who would, these door-to-door salesmen, who they
Mm.
would make it their mission to get no's. I want to get 10 no's in a row, right? Because you will never go too long without getting it. You're gonna get a yes, but
Mhm.
they want to go search for the no because of the fact that means they're that much closer
To it,
to the
yeah.
yes. You know,
It's
so
a
you
great
make
way
it.
of looking at it.
Yeah, you make it a game. Like, oh, okay, oh, great. You said no, perfect. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. It's right around the corner. You know, and then we get to that next no, and then boom, you got a yes, or you got somebody who's interested, or you got somebody who the cleaning company they got right now slacking off,
Mhm.
and they want somebody new. You know what I mean? And so that happens. So anyway, yeah, keep at it, man. Keep at it. I don't know if I told you the story about how I came down here to Florida,
No, I
and
don't think so.
so I'll tell you. This time last year, right? My wife and I we had our anniversary,
Mhm.
December 30th. Our 5 year anniversary. We went up to Northwest Arkansas, Bentonville, Fayetteville area. We hanging out, having dinner, and she tell me, I don't want to I don't want to live and die in Arkansas. Like I want to explore,
Yeah.
you know, other places and live other places and stuff like that if possible. But I'm like, we got our business here. I'm trying to figure it out still. We've gotten it, to a pretty decent point by that time, but that's all we knew. And I didn't really know how I was gonna make that happen. But I thought to myself, if I can make something like that happen, I would love to see the person that I will become, right? So anyway, we leave Fayetteville like the next couple of weeks. We started talking about different places we can move, and then we started talking about Florida. Like, what about Florida? What about Florida? And we landed on this certain area, in North Florida, Jacksonville area, and we're like, all right, let's go check it out. So February, so this was in December. February came, and we were like, let's go visit and just check it out. We came out here for a week, and during that week I came out here, I got me some flyers and some business cards ready.
Uh,
And I said, all right, we're gonna explore it or whatever and check it out. But if I can make something happen out here, if somebody give me a shot, then that's how I'll know, like, okay, we can do this.
mhm.
And so, long story short, the third day, I went out and probably hit 40 places. And sure enough, man, I had an opportunity. This one company led me to 5, 6 accounts. You
Wow.
know, boom, boom, boom over the next couple of months. And so we ended up moving out here in April, and
Oh,
now business way better than how it was in Arkansas, and ended up finding out how to subcontract stuff like that. So that's why I'm just saying, I didn't know that this would happen like this. I just went on faith and what I already been doing in the business, because it's come to a certain point where, like I said, you've been doing it so long, like you like, all right, I got this, man. Like I got
yeah.
this. I understand this business, and the principles work everywhere. If I go door to door and be successful in Arkansas, I can go door to door and be successful in Florida, Nebraska, California. I don't know about California, maybe. Anyway, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the principles work. You know,
It's just that
you know,
one door that needs to
yeah,
be opened.
literally, it's that one door, right? One more door. Let's let that be the saying. One more door. And of course you do digital marketing and stuff too, but it's
Mhm.
something about getting face to face with somebody, handing them your material and talking to them and feeling what they got going, like, because some people will tell you with their energy, they're like, yeah, we
Yeah.
don't like our current company, and you can sense it. You be like, oh, okay, they're not happy with the people they got right now, and they'll start talking, and they'll end up letting you know more information that you probably should know, and that's how you
Mhm.
know, okay, I need to reach back out to them because this could be a potential, big client. So anyway, that's that story on that, bro.
That's
So
good. That's a good story. Yeah.
thank you,
I'm gonna
man.
have a story like that one time,
You
one day.
will, you will, man. You will. You keep on going. There's no way you won't have a story like that. You're gonna have one. You're gonna
Yeah.
have plenty of them. It's gonna happen. So keep going, man. Um, let's talk about this UPS store, man.
Yeah, oh my God, that's another one. I called them and I mean I was just straight up. I mean, I told them that I'm new and I kind of rushed into it and I apologized and then I just asked them if they were willing to give me another chance. If not, it's okay. I completely understand. But I just wanted them to know that I like I recognize my mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, she wasn't even like, I don't know what I was expecting. But like she
Yeah.
wasn't like mad or nothing. She said, "Yeah, that's fine. We can speak." And then she said that she really appreciated the honesty, and that usually that's what builds those relationships, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, great job for
Thanks, man.
calling them, just just speaking up, sharing your heart, what's on your heart. I'm sure you've been thinking about it like, dang, man,
I
I could have done
was.
something. And then you know what? Let me just get it out. Because communication, that's what really solves everything, man. And
Mhm.
another thing too is, yeah, here's the thing. We are in the people business. We're dealing with people, man. You know, it's human beings, just like me and you. That's really all it is. And the fact that you come, hey, let me let you know what's going on. This is the situation. You know, can I try again? Basically, and I'm sure I know, yeah, she probably really appreciated that. You
Yeah, she
know,
sounded really happy.
yeah, yeah. So that's what's up, man. So that being said, going forward, you have any ideas on how you would bid it next time?
I think I'll probably go with what you said. I'd probably go with like Ford, because she told me again that she didn't want anything daily.
Yeah,
Um, so I'm gonna try to get it 3 times a week,
yeah.
and for probably 40, 45
I like it. I
around
like
there.
it. I like it. So let's do this real quick. Let's
Yeah,
do this
yeah.
real quick. All right. So if we go 3 days a week, that'll be roughly 12 visits a month, right? 12 or 13, depending on how many days is in that month. So if we got, I'm gonna just write this down real quick. 12 visits times about 40. I'm gonna go right in the middle, 43,
Yeah, probably 43.
about 43. 12 times 43. Let's see here. We're looking at 516. Let's say you were to give them that honorary first account discount, right?
Okay.
Something like that. Just so you know for sure. All right, I come in at this range, I'll be okay. In
Mhm.
your mind right now, what would you be happy with cleaning for 1 hour?
For 1 hour,
What would be like your minimum that you would be satisfied cleaning for that 1 hour you
one
go in there?
hour, probably 27.
27?
Yeah, that'd be like, I mean, just maybe just to start, you know, like
Yeah.
I'd be happy with that, like,
Okay.
because I'm
Cool.
not, I don't like need it, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I feel you. But you want to get the experience. You want to establish a relationship with them. All right. So check this out. 27. I think that's good. Let's look at this real quick. How far of a drive is it from your house?
about 4 or 5 minutes.
4 or 5 minutes?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
it's not long. It's like
Yeah.
2 miles. The only reason it might like take long is just traffic.
Yeah. Okay. So that being said, man, you can go in there for like $35.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I would say
I'd be happy with 35. Yeah.
that could lock you in. I think that'll lock you in. I think they'll look at that. She'll look at that and probably like, you know what? This is decent.
Hmm.
It's because here's the thing. We're not working for free if we're gonna get a contract with them. We're not working for free, but we're also not, you know, overcharging them. The
Hmm.
thing about it is it has to be value, a value exchange. We're cleaning this place, but we also need to make some money on this.
Hmm.
And I think if you'll be happy with 27, that 35 will give you some cushion, to
Yeah.
be this is a solid range. Because here's the thing too. Say you got that building for the next 4 years. 9 times out of 10, we're not going to raise our prices every year. You
Hmm.
know, we might raise our price 5 to 10 years from the time we started. You know what I mean? Every now and then that'll happen. I've only had to raise prices one time, and that was because the building expanded. That being said, Lock you in a good price, man. Go $30, somewhere in there. Of course, it's on you,
Hmm.
whatever you feel, but I think that could be cool.
Yeah.
27 to 30 ish in that range, that
Mhm.
could be cool. I think they'll respect that
Yeah.
because that's essentially half of what you were going to charge. A little bit less
I
than
was
half,
gonna go. Yeah.
because you came in swinging like a big dog for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I mean, that's okay because that's where you plan on getting to. But yeah, starting off, yeah, man, give them something that if you're happy with it. That's another thing about this business too, man. Is if I tell you something, take it for what it is. But at the
Mhm.
end of the day, you have the decision on it. You know what I mean? You weigh the options with whatever you feel, whatever you think is well. Now if it's like a tactic, that I know works, then try that for sure.
Yeah.
But in situations like this where we're talking about a price, if you'll be happy with a certain price, then don't let me deter you from going with the price that you're going to be happy with. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Especially
Right.
starting off. I recommend people start off and work their way up into a higher price. But you can start off at a pretty, a happy price. Like I'm happy with that. I'm cool with that.
I'd be
Especially since
happy with 30 because right now, I mean, the minimum wage here is it's gonna go up to 12 in January
I
1st.
just seen that. I just did some research on your market, and I
Yeah.
just seen that. What is it? WOWT Channel 6 News. They just did
Yeah.
a article or something about the minimum wage being increased to $12 an hour,
Yeah.
um, and that's comparable to my market, by the way. My
Oh,
market
really?
is $11 an hour. Same
Oh,
in Arkansas. Arkansas is $11 an hour, and down here in Jacksonville, Florida, is $11 an hour too. So that
mhm.
lets me know that here's the thing I want to tell you as well is my whatever my minimum wage is in my part of town, I want to go 3 times
3 times.
higher than that on my hourly wage or that
Okay.
I charge. I want to go at least 3 times.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm getting $65 an hour, and that gives me a very good profit margin.
Mhm.
But so I like to pay 18 an hour to. I've only hired like sole proprietors and subcontractors. If it's a sole proprietor who doesn't have an actual business, like an actual LLC, and I'll pay 18 an hour. If it's an actual business, like what I did in Arkansas, what I did was I did 80-20 splits. So I'm making 55 an hour on this certain building. I'm paying them like 40 ish, 40 something an hour, and they're happy with that too. And then sometimes it's a little bit higher than that, but whatever that 20% is, whatever that 80% is, that's what I'm paying out. And so you want to look at it like that too, because say for instance, you get to the point where you got so many more buildings, you lock in a price of $30 an hour with them. Say one of your younger siblings just want to make some extra cash. Hey, take care of this building. You know, I don't know how old they are, but
Yeah.
if they come to that point where they can go in there and do it, hey, I'll pay you, $17 to clean this for me, you know. And so
Yeah.
anyway, think
We've
think
we've
about that.
we've talked about that. We've talked about that. My parents have told me that they're willing to help out if I ever like need the help. And I've
Yeah,
talked to my sisters about that too. Um, I've got because I have like five siblings, but only two of them are old enough to actually
yeah,
go out and do the work. But they said they were good. They were willing to do it for 16. So I mean, all right.
great man, great man, awesome. See that right there, man. That's your competitive advantage. You
Oh
got a
yeah.
you got a squad, man. You got a squad already. You got that in your mind. So remember, I asked you if you were to do these ads and somebody wanted you to go ahead and get started, on a really big building right away.
Mhm.
You got to get your supplies, material. You got to get a game plan, and you got to have some extra manpower. Yeah, man, bring them on in there and help you out. And it feels good like that too, man. When you got the family business thing going. Oh man, it's
Yeah.
awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So let's do this real quick though. with this building, right? Let's do 12. Let's do 12 times, where you gonna go? 30?
Yeah, I think we'll go 30.
About $30.
Yeah.
And we can round it down since you said you'll be happy with 27, but let's do this real quick. 12 times 30. I'm not gonna do no math off the top of my head.
No, you're right.
12 times 30, we got 360, right? We got 360. Now let's say we want to make it look more polished. We want to just sitting, 360. So we'll do something like, let's go like minus like $4 or something, or five. No, let's go like $4. So we could go in there like 356,
Mhm.
right?
Why do you make it look more polished or
So good question. So you want to make it look more polished because well, here's the thing. They don't know how you got this number, right? You
right?
understand?
Yeah.
So it's psychology, basically. It's human psychology. We don't want to just send them $2,000 flat because it looks like, hey, how did you, you're not even calculating the whatever and whatever. Because at the end of the day, all that number right there that we sending them, that's our supplies, that's our manpower, our labor. Of course, we got insurance and stuff like that in there too. So that's another thing that
Mhm.
if you want to, you could tack on some more actually, and then you say like, all right, okay, because for instance, say we want to charge them the 360 for just our labor.
Mhm.
We can say, I know I'm going to spend about $27 on chemicals for this building every single month. I'm going to spend $19 out of my you know, insurance, if I break it down, my insurance is this much a month or every 6 weeks or every 6 months. I want to say it's this much. I can tack that on there too, and I can say what else? What else we're looking at? It's pretty much supply. That's another thing too about this business. It's not a whole lot of overhead. If you had an office somewhere, all right, I'm going to tack in my office. I'm going to tack in
Oh,
my drive time, gas. That's why I asked you how far is it. But
okay.
the fact it's only 3 or 4 minutes away. I was
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't even factor. Yeah.
yeah. So that's how I get a lot of my bids too. Is now it looks like this really organic number, to where it looks like you did a whole lot of effort, which it doesn't matter how you got your number as long as you send them a good number,
Mhm.
something that looks good to them, and then it's human psychology too. Because if you send somebody 356, I was like, yeah, he put some detail in that, and that's how he got his number because he got this, and this. You're not
Mhm.
gonna tell them how you did it, but at the end of the day, you want it to look, you want to present it in a way that, all right, this is a polished proposal, and
So
it's
you
not
don't
just
you don't break you don't break those numbers down in the proposal?
no,
Oh, okay. You just
no.
this is the
You,
price.
yeah, you send them your service details, like this is what I'm going to do, and then this is the price.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Only time I would break it down like that is if I had a floor job and then I'm needing them to send me and I'm
This
needing them to pay
okay.
uh for the supplies. Like I'll say, okay, here, we're gonna do the job for this amount, and I need this amount for stripper and wax. I need this amount for pads and things like that.
Okay.
That's the only time I've had to do something like that. But a lot of times I'm just gonna tell them what I'm gonna do and I'm sending them a bid. Here's the number. A bid that I just won lately, what I had to do was I put my price for cleaning services for daily janitorial. I got that price on one line. Next line, I'm going 55 cents per square foot on stripping and waxing of floors. I'm going $30 per 100 square foot of for carpet cleaning, and then I'm going about 27 cents per square foot for buffing floors.
Okay.
I got those broken down, and then they'll know. And I'm going like $3 a window for inside windows cleaning.
Okay.
And then outdoor windows, that's like that's like I think I charged $7 to clean the outdoor outside of windows before,
Okay.
somewhere around there, because it's like $10 per window if we're gonna do the outside and inside. But if I'm just gonna clean the inside of it, I'll charge about $3. That's
Okay.
in my market, and that seems to be a good range for me. I'm not a window expert, so you know you can get some more research on that too. But that's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
So when you start getting to these bigger buildings like that, these big commercial buildings, they may start asking you for stuff like that for daily and monthly maintenance stuff, every 6 months maintenance stuff, and you'll break that down. But other than that, this is what I'm doing. Here's a price.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Cool.
because when it comes down to like giving out a proposal, I'm probably gonna need help with that too.
I got you. I got something built up for you, and we'll talk about that for sure.
Okay.
Cool. Cool. And then I got on here too, man. The biggest way you've seen this probably already, but the biggest way to solve that problem of not having enough people to clean for is just simply talking to more people.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You can, like, if you go through your contact list right now, you'll probably start getting ideas of like, oh, I could reach out to this person. I could probably reach out to that person. You'll know who you don't want to reach out to.
Mhm.
But start thinking about that too. Start thinking of, 3 to 5 people per week, really, who I need to talk to. Like, I want to speak to at least one person a day and ask them, do you know somebody who could use some cleaning services? Because here's the thing, what you're asking them, you're not selling to them. You're asking them if they know somebody, but at the same time, they may be like, I need some cleaning services. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Hey man, I started this thing. Do you know somebody who might need some cleaning services? And they can be like, you know what, my Uncle Johnny does, or my, elderly aunt actually be needing some cleaning services. Would you mind helping her? Or another thing too, I was gonna tell you is, man, the church, man, it's a community of people who know, like, and trust each other for the most part, who know, like, and trust each other, and they like to help each other in that community, right? So you start hopping in that community in your church or whatever community that you might be involved in, and just talk to everybody in there. Tell them what you got going on because the word starts to spread. That's how it spread for me. I became known as the cleaning guy. You know, that's how I got connected to my mentor. That's how I
That's
got.
not.
Yeah, man. Like, I became known as, oh yeah, you need cleaning? Talk to this guy. Or if someone like my guy, Big John, he's a bricklayer or mason. Like,
Mhm.
anytime he got mental real estate in these people's minds. If a brick mailbox get knocked over, the first person everybody in the community thinking about
Mhm.
is Big John. And he can
Oh yeah,
charge pretty
man, that
much
sucks.
whatever he want, you know, because of the fact that he got so much built up demand, and he holds real estate in these people's mind rent free.
It's like
Because
that local celebrity.
yes, absolutely, absolutely, and you can become like that, and that's kind of how I started becoming, because of the fact that I just started telling everybody about it, and as I'm telling people, I'm steady making these posts. I'm steady, I might be doing something for, a low price for somebody, and because after a while, you're not gonna want to keep doing it for free.
Yeah.
But it is good to get those experiences and get those touch points and get people to talk about how well you're doing. And then next thing you know, you hold all this free mental real estate in people's minds to where now they looking at, if there's a cleaning issue anywhere, it's gonna be stuff that you don't even know how to do. They're gonna be like, hey, do you know how to do this? Or would you know that? You can be like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how to do that one. I don't know how to do that one. But I could do some research for you or whatever. A lot of times I would just say yes to certain opportunities if I know I could possibly figure it out or handle it. Good thing about your situation too is you got your parents that have some experience,
Mhm.
so they can help you with that. But yeah, man, that's gonna solve that problem or that issue of not having enough people to clean for. Is just spreading the word of mouth. You know what I
And
mean?
that's really good idea because I think I just got sucked like in so I was just like this with the cold calling. Like it was just cold calling. It was just cold calling and Yeah, it's about time. Oh, also another thing, I'm thinking about going to the Chamber of Commerce. You
Yeah,
think like, do you
yeah,
think
that's it.
I gotta pay for that, huh?
Yeah. So Chamber of Commerce, they do charge. I haven't checked it out down here in Jacksonville, but I'm actually supposed to be doing that. So, but when I got involved in Little Rock, they would have these free events, like these networking events and things like that. Look for those too. Those are good to
Yeah,
get involved in.
they have one on it's literally called an entrepreneurship network event. That's literally what it's called.
Love it. Pull
And
up.
yeah, I'm gonna go. It's January 2nd, so
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what's up. Pull up. Make sure you got stuff prepared, and just just talk to people. Build some connections wherever you can, and just have genuine conversation, and let people know. You can come from two standpoints. I'm coming for advice. You have the older people. Hey man, can you tell me how to do this, or could you give me some information on, like, if you have any advice on, starting a business or getting started in this market or things like that. Come from an advice standpoint, and you can come from the standpoint of, do you know anybody who needs my help? For certain people, you come with that standpoint, but just have genuine conversation. Figure out, hey, do y'all need anything? And if you want to get a part of the Chamber of Commerce, it's probably anywhere from, you know,
it's
50, $60 a month
it's
to
200 and something. It's like
a
200.
month.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh wow. See, yeah.
Yeah.
See, mine was, I think it was 350 for the year, I think in Arkansas.
Oh
But
wow. Okay, so it might be a year. I probably read that wrong.
check it
It
out. Just
might be
see
a year.
again.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about that too, man. I don't really know exactly what they do. I know it's a good organization to be a part of for some reason, but to get more information and see how can y'all benefit my business.
Mhm.
You know, how will this help me get sales? How will this help me grow revenue? I mean, the networking part is probably the main thing.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I was like, I mean, I'm sure if I go and I keep going, I will build some genuine relationships, but that's why I looked into it because of the networking part, because
Yeah.
there's only 20,000 people in my town. So
Oh
it's
wow.
it's not very big. So
Yeah.
networking is going to be probably one of the biggest strategies,
Yep.
I think.
Yeah. Keep doing that. So there you go. You got the church. You got the Chamber of Commerce. If it's beneficial for you to go ahead and get a part of it, go to those monthly events or whatever. Do that, as well as friends and family and your job. Just keep talking to people, letting them know, and then asking them that question of, do you know anybody that could use my services? You know, and then they get to a certain point where people are starting to come to you. You starting to get texts and phone calls and, hey, Sarah, send me your number. Said you could probably clean this or clean that for me because you come over and give me a walkthrough. That's gonna start happening to you too.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, and then you like, Sarah, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Give her some Freddies, or whatever. I don't know. But seriously though, that's gonna start to happen. So yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm happy to hear you got some stuff going, man, because that's what it's gonna
Thanks,
take.
man.
Yeah, yeah. Did you ever go to the chemical store?
No, no, I didn't go. I want to go. I know I said this last time, but I really want to go this weekend. It's because they're closed.
Mm,
So I
mm.
don't, and I mean, I'd have to wake up. I mean, I don't even have time to be honest, because like I'm in the town. It's 20. There's no janitorial chemical store here.
Oh,
I have
for
to
real?
go to, I have to go to it's called Omaha, but it's like an hour. It's like an hour
Yeah.
30 away.
Oh wow, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you live in like a more rural part of
Yeah.
of the
So
city? I
there's
mean, the state?
yeah, there's Columbus, which is where I'm at,
Hmm.
and we have about 21,000 people. And then the biggest like cities around me, there's this other one called Schuyler and David City. Schuyler has like 3,000 people, and then David City has like I think like 800.
Oh
And
wow.
so Yeah, so that's why Service Master, they're everywhere. Like they've got
Mm.
that's all right, bro. That's all right.
Yeah, man.
That's why I
Yeah,
think
because
they got lazy. So they're getting lazy. So
yeah, I understand. Yeah, man. So that's another thing too. There is abundance of opportunity out there, man.
mhm.
You know, and so keep that perspective too. You know, God made this whole big old world for everybody's opportunity,
Yeah,
right? And yeah, you got one main player, but hey, man, everybody needs a quote unquote opponent or whatever. You
yeah,
know, I mean, it's just how it happens. You know, everybody that nobody, no one person can do all of this. But let's
yeah,
look at it like this: whatever they don't have, I can take the other. You know,
mhm.
if they only focus on this certain demographic of buildings or niche buildings, then I can target those too. But I could also get the people who might not be getting, much focus on or
If they
whatever.
get, and I know. So I have. There's another man. You're making me like see like these like small little things. There's another competitive advantage that my parents used to work for them.
Yeah.
So I know that they have those big dealerships. They have like Ford, they have the Chevy dealerships. They have like there's this company called BD. So they
Mhm.
have like those like huge like corporations here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start going for the smaller ones
Yep.
and then build my reputation within the smaller ones and then just start moving
Keep
up.
working up.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Because thing about it too is, yeah, these smaller dealerships, they talk too. You know,
Oh
they
yeah,
talk.
yeah,
That a general manager that was over here might be at another one and be like, hey, the person that cleaned this one, they were good. I'm going to refer you to them or whatever. That's how it starts working. I just got a phone call yesterday, man, from a pediatrics out here that one of the ladies who from one of these other buildings told them about me, and I got
oh,
to walk. I got to walk through on the 27th. You know, so
that's
that
just
starts to happen. It just starts to happen. Like she was over here, and she has another nurse friend or office manager friend who is having some trouble with their current company. Girl, who do you use? Oh, I got the perfect person. Boom, hit me up. Hey, such and such told me about you because I want to see if you can help us out. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And you know what I'm doing? I'm giving that lady a Christmas card.
oh, that's a
Amazon
good idea.
Amazon Christmas card.
Oh, so did you let him know beforehand? Like if you guys refer me, like
No,
incentives, you know? Oh, okay, so that's even better because it's gonna come out of nowhere.
yeah,
Oh wow,
absolutely.
that's great.
Yeah, I didn't tell her that. She just man, she's been such a blessing to us too. She probably should have had 5 Christmas cards by now, for real. But that's how it works, though, man. It's like you just do good work. Do good work. Here's what's been one of my most, I would say, biggest keys to my success in this industry is number one, giving quality service. Number two, good communication. If anything, I want to be ahead of any problem. So quality service, communication, be easy to work with.
Okay.
Just be easy to work with. You know what I mean? Just we all human. We all understand.
To be a person, yeah.
Yeah, be a person. I want to be treated, or I want people to treat me the way that I want to be treated, or whatever. How does that saying go?
Yeah.
Treat people the way you want to be treated. You know what I mean? So quality service, good communication, be easy to work with. I'm not the cheapest out here. I've had times where people say, "Hey, this is a little, it's a little high. Would you mind? Yeah, I got you. We can work something out. We can do some adjustments." And I've had to do that too. Go back and change the price a little bit. But I'm building a reputation of being quality service, great communicator. I'm easy to work with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So keep that in your mind too, because that's it's gonna be good. It's gonna help you,
Okay.
and then you can start charging. You
Yeah.
know, You know,
Whatever I want.
yeah, essentially, and you got to stay competitive.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there's certain levels you can start moving up into, and it'd be justifiable. And you working with these big companies that they budget is they got really big budgets for this, so they can pay for quality, and you happy, they're happier because it's peace of mind is what they're paying for. They're paying for peace of mind. They're not paying for a clean building. They're paying for peace of mind. They're paying for when I come in here tomorrow morning, it doesn't stink. The bathroom is clean. My patients are happy. My customers are happy. My staff is happy.
Gotcha.
Peace. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's a
So
value we give.
yes,
Gotcha.
y'all paying for peace of mind. I'm gonna drive out here, get this place taken care of for you. You gotta think about it. Peace of mind. That's what they're paying for.
Nice, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, do you have any certifications?
So I matter of fact, I got a certificate of completion from a trade school that I went to back in what was it, 2017? It was before my son was born. My first son was born. I went to trade school because remember when I was telling you I was trying to move up in that company that I was with, Dillard's. I was with Dillard's Corporation,
Oh
and I was
yeah.
trying. I was trying to move up in the company, and it just wasn't happening for me. And so I was just trying to find other stuff to do,
Yeah.
And so I think I did a 4-month trade school, nighttime trade school at Pulaski Technical College in Arkansas, and I would go there every Tuesday and Thursday, or no, I think it was 1 or 2 days a week. It was like night school. It started out with this big old class. It was like a hundred of us in there,
Oh wow.
men, women, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, big class, right? And then every week it would start to
The
shrink,
smaller.
shrink,
Oh wow.
trickle down, trickle down. You got 100 folks first, then you got like 65 the next class, and then the next class you got like 40. The next class we got like 32. The next class we got like 25 folks, and then it just kept going down till we had like I think we ended that graduation with like 16 people, and I
Oh
was and we were studying the trades, right? That's plumbing, structural engineering, I believe, uh, glazers, window glazers. I was going for the electrician field. I was going to be like I was interested in to be an electrician. I heard they pay good money,
yeah.
and then you had a couple of other trades too, but that was trade school, and I got my OSHA 10-hour certification, and I got that certificate of completion for that particular trade school. And at this time, at my job, I was making like $23 an hour, and in order for me to take this apprenticeship at this trade school, I mean, for this electrician company, they were going to be trying to start me out as a journeyman, I believe, at $10 an hour.
Oh wow.
I'm like, bro, what, bro? I just
No.
moved. First of all, my then girlfriend, not my wife, we had just moved into our first apartment together. I'm already, I'm like, I'm making 23 an hour. Bro, ain't no way I'm about to do this for the next
Oh
3 years
no, you
at
can't.
$10.
You can't even live on that. No, there's no way.
Right. What are you talking about? I just did all this for you to tell me I can sign on with y'all for $10 an hour for the next 36 months or so.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It's perspective, right? At that time in my life, I had to ask myself a question. Is this really what I want to do?
Mm.
Do I want to take that route? Because I could have done it. And by now I could be making 95,000 or something a year in that trade or industry, or probably I could have my own company. I don't know. This was 2017. So I could be in a way better position in that certain trade, but that wasn't what I was trying to do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so anyway, I turned it down.
Mm.
And shortly after that is when I had to ask myself, all right, what do I know how to do? First of all, I started cleaning when I was 13 under my parents.
Mhm.
And my parents started their cleaning business through Jan Pro. My stepdad, he got really, really good at that. And that he ended up getting really, really good in that Jan Pro. It's kind of like a service master, but
Mhm.
it's a franchise, franchise company. You buy into the franchise, and you have your own business, and then you go and take care of these particular buildings. Well, we were there, we like to say, their first fortunate but reluctant first employees. It was a family business thing we had going on back when I was 13 years old. So I've been doing that all the way up until I was like 19 or so, and I kind of stopped helping them out with that. I went out and did my own thing. Ended up getting that. I ended up calling myself getting a real job, at Dillard's distribution center at the warehouse, and I was making, yeah, man, like $23 an hour, somewhere around 600 to 700 a week, and I was getting that. It ended up being like around like 2,400 a month, and that's what that whole little time period right there between 2017 and 2019 when I started the business. There was like a discovery period to like, well, like what am I going to do? And that's how I ended up getting on to where I'm at now. But yeah, to answer your question the long way, that's the only certificate that I have. That's all I
Okay.
have. I don't have a degree. I got a high school diploma back there, and I got that certificate for completion of trade school that I walked out on. After I got that certificate and they told me what I was gonna be making, no thank you. I appreciate the certificate, but I'm good. I'll go figure
That's
it
like
out somewhere else.
that's like a reminder to you, about like
Yeah, yeah. I guess you can say that. Another thing too I like to think about is commitment. I can commit to something.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I can commit to something for a long period of time. It was challenging. Yeah, I didn't want to go to the class every single time, but I also like being a student. I love the learning what I did learn. I had been out of college for 3 years at that point because I did 1 year at UCA, the University of Central Arkansas. I did 1 year at college, and I left I left after my freshman year because I went up there and straight partied and one focused. Ended up getting on academic probation, and I'm like, what am I doing up here? I'm
Yeah.
just putting myself in debt. I don't really have an idea of like what I'm. I was just kind of going there because all my friends went, and we had a good time. We had a really good time. I'm just say that it was cool. It was networking, but I'm wasting. It's a waste.
Yeah.
So, um, all that to say, I enjoyed actual school. I enjoyed being an actual student and learning something new, especially because I had in my mind that this is going to, make my life better. So I'm thinking I'm be an electrician. I'm gonna make more money than what I'm making at my day job. I'm gonna figure this thing out. I'm gonna start an electrician business, you know. And so, if anything, it showed me that I could do a trade. I could do the trades, which cleaning is one of those trades that people. It's not as glamorous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It might not be a glamorous trade, but it's essentially a trade, and it's something that I can do on my own if I want to, and I can also make this a big business.
Mhm.
So I guess that's what that reminds me of.
That's
Commitment.
good, man.
Yeah, man. What about you? You got any certificates or anything like that?
No, just right now it's just a high school diploma.
Okay,
Mhm. That's
that's
why
cool.
I
Hey,
didn't want to go to college because I just didn't know what to do. Like I knew I did not want to go and just get a career. Like I knew like I need to start like I before this I looked into drop shipping, Amazon FBA. I look like it was so like many other things and like nothing like stuck to me,
I totally
And
understand.
and then like I don't know this one like I'm actually doing it. It's different. Like
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's easier access into entrepreneurship.
yeah.
It doesn't take a whole lot of let me figure this website out, let me figure out this funnel, you
Yeah.
know, let me I gotta go get some products and store in my mama's garage. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's one of those things where I can go grab a mop, a broom, and a bucket and a vacuum, some rags, and I can go get started right now
Yeah.
and work my way up into building this thing. Because once you figure it out, now you can teach somebody else how to help you in the business and make it a real thing. But that's how it goes, man. So I'm happy to hear that. So yeah, keep at it, man. Keep at it.
Thanks, man.
Keep
I
at
will for sure.
it.
I'm not about to stop. No.
Yeah, man.
So like you said you had the OSHA 10 hours.
OSHA 10-hour certification. Yeah.
Do you have anything else like that you put on your website or that that would be beneficial for me to take? I'm gonna take that one, the OSHA.
Um, I would say the Better Business Bureau is one of those stamps that it always give you some sort of credibility of like this is a credible brand.
Mhm.
So you can look into the Better Business Bureau. If you join the Chamber of Commerce, you get their logo and say, proud member of the
Oh,
Chamber of Commerce, stuff like that. It's not necessary. It's not
yeah.
totally mandatory. But if you want to go that route and start, hey, this is what we do. Because yeah, that competitive advantage thing. When I told you I got that, I have a presentation that I sent to my potential customers, and I'm talking highly of myself. It's my business resume.
You have
So
those
yeah,
stamps on there.
yeah, start to create a business resume. This is what we did. Also, I went through when my brother and I first started, we went through the Arkansas Small Business and Technology Development Center when we first got started, and we had consultations with this lady who basically helped us get our business started. She showed us all the steps, and then we went through that. So I recommend you do that too, because you can put that on there as well, and it's free, by the way. If
Oh, okay.
you can look up Nebraska Small Business and Technology Development Center, and it may end up being at a local college. And you can look up the SBA, Small Business Association, and see how they can help you as well. So
Okay.
I recommend that for everybody. So look into that stuff, man.
Hey, thanks so much, man.
Absolutely. Once again, thank you to my guy Damien for allowing me to post this content. He was the one that told me to go ahead and start posting these. So I'm glad y'all liking this. I hope this helped you out. See you on the next video. Peace. Peace.